Hello, cat-loving friends. Byromi here with Cats and Fluff. Today we are doing a review of Tidy Cat's Tidy Max 4-in-1 cat litter. With all of my litter reviews, I pour about 3.5 liters or 3.5 quarts of litter into a bowl from a little bit high up to simulate what happens when we pour a new box or new bag of litter into a cat litter box. It's best to pour it down low to minimize or eliminate dust and airborne dust, but this is just a really good way to demonstrate the dustiness of litters, and I've repeated this in all of my litter reviews. I would say it's dustier than Dr. Elsie's cat litter, which is one of my favorite, and also a crowd favorite as well, as seen on Amazon and other shops. There is a close look at the texture and some of the colors. Next is the absorbency test. I like to test both the rate and the absorbency per volume of litter, something that I've never seen any other litter review do. So you could see that I also had another litter here. This is kind of a sneak peek of Catalyst litter, which I reviewed as well. There's a link at the end of this video. Somewhere along the line of me testing these litters over the years, I've tested about 20 litters or more. I somehow unintentionally switched from using a half a cup in 2 cups of litter to a full cup of water into 2 cups of litter. So I'm going to make this the last video that I use 1 full cup in 2 cups because it just kind of makes a mess. This litter does absorb faster, but not quite as much as Catalyst. It's little green and purple ones. I think the green and purple things are what makes it smell when it gets wet.
Hi.
Smell them. Tell me what each of them smell like.
Mint?
Mint. What does this one smell like, or that one?
Dirt or wood.
Yeah, a dirty wood.
Soap.
Soap. Yeah, so this and this are the same litter. This one's wet. And I think those little green and purple things, when they get wet, it makes it stronger smell.
Look! Purple right there, glowy.
Stop!
Pretty.
So, yep. So when the cat pees on it, it'll combat the smell of the pee with the activated chemicals. Moving on to the clump strength test. I am voicing over many of these videos because my household is just too busy and loud to try and shoot video when nothing is going on. So here I am separating the unsaturated litter so that we can measure it later for the absorbency test continuation to figure out how much was not absorbed so we can calculate the volume of litter for absorbency. And so my daughter's just pressing on the edge there, filling it out. It's a decent strength clump, like most clumping clay litters. I'm breaking out of the bowl to make sure we separate more of the unused litter so we can measure it out later again for the volume of litter absorbed water. Here's some more showing of the testing of the clump strength. And this is what was left over, half a cup of unused, unsaturated litter. Well, silly me, I forgot to start filming. So I think this is the last clump that's in the box. There was 2 others and a tiny one. And this just simply came off of the corner of the box by tilting it. And you can see there's just a little bit of sticking. My cats used this box several times within 18 hours, whereas the other litter that I tried previous to it, the Catalyst litter, in 1 week, my cats even refused to step foot into this litter. There was like maybe 3 paw prints in the litter one day, and that was it. So they didn't even want to step in it. They hated it so much. So this litter is pretty good. The clumps are not the strongest as compared to Dr. Elsie's, which is one of my and my cat's favorite litters. And that's what's in my other litter box in my laundry room, which is connected to the main rooms of my house. So you can see just a few pieces that were broken off from scooping up the litter. And it sifts a lot quicker than the Catalyst litter. It sifts like a normal clumping clay litter because all of the pieces are more uniform in shape and they don't intertwine one with another. So that is cat use. And just so you're curious, this is my giant monster litter box. Yeah, it's huge. It is a giant litter box. And this has Dr. Elsie's and then a tiny bit of diatomaceous earth from another litter I tested. And I think another type of litter in here. So it's mostly clumping litter and mostly Dr. Elsie's. And so my cats have been using this only during the Catalyst cat litter test. And the use today was about half and half, maybe a little bit more in the big litter box. So in conclusion, this litter is a great all-around clumping clay litter. I personally still prefer Dr. Elsie's Ultra in the blue bag or box because it clumps stronger. But this litter will have some great all-around features, especially for those that are looking for something to combat the smell of cat urine and cat poop. The chemicals and the little green and purple pieces inside the litter will help to combat the odor when they are saturated with fluid. It won't be anywhere near as strong as when I dumped a full cup of water on it, and it'll be fairly mild and shouldn't disturb anyone except for those that are particularly sensitive to fragrances. You could also consider mixing it with Dr. Elsie's or another favorite clumping clay litter to lower the cost of the overall litter or lower the strength of the fragrance if you are sensitive. Thank you to all those viewing my videos and subscribe. Family time is precious to me and it comes first. These videos I make on my own time and my own dime. So if anything, I'm actually losing money on making these videos, but I hope you appreciate the reviews and the work that I put into them. Thank you. Oh, and have a righteous day.